please rise for the playing of the national anthems. First, South Africa.
So welcome to Gormanstown in County Meath in Republic of Ireland for this match 2 between Ireland and South Africa. Apologies for the lateness of the comms. Some traffic accidents just has me. I'm Isabel Joyce, a little bit late today, but the score is still 0-0, so not too much going on. Good play down the baseline, fired across, but good save. South Africa in green, Ireland in white. Ireland winning game 1, 3-2 in a really exciting encounter, and it's looking like it's going to be just as good today. Chloe Brown just doing some work on the ball here on the baseline. Really well worked out from her, and Orla Patton does really well there to get the ball out of trouble. Ball across, but stopped by O'Connor. That'll be a long corner. Laura Graham taking the long corner. Sarah Patton this time pops it back out to her. And just getting herself into a little bit of trouble, not able to make a decision there. Laura Graham, very lucky really to have come out with the ball. So change in the lines for both teams. Kelly and Mackin coming on, and Lily Lloyd. That's the first time we'll be seeing her this week. Probably the most skillful with the ball on her stick. Orla Mackin was impressive last night, as was Chloe Brown, who scored 2 of the 3 goals for Ireland. Her second one in the dying minutes. And Kelly just trying to force that one through. Good indoor defence from South Africa. Duval was impressive as well last night. Long ball forward down the right board, but nobody there to collect. You can just see the defender shouting. That's where she wants the runs from her forwards. So going into 3 at the back now, Ireland. Chloe Brown the deepest, Kelly on the right board, and Orla Patton on the left one. Just looking for any gaps. South Africa now hunting. They see an opportunity. Good play from Patton though, and Lily Lloyd picks it up. Pops it back out. Good attempt from Brown to get it into the circle, but South Africa now coming forward. Lardon doing really well there to pull it inside, and a clumsy tackle from Brown. Duval to O'Connor. Pushes it through. Lardon there. Good save. Really good work there from Millie Regan reading the play. This is a bit of a stray pass, and that's the signal to South Africa to come forward in their press, but it opens an opportunity to Ireland, and what a ball across from Mackin. Brown coming forward. Pops it back out to Lily Lloyd, who takes an opportunity on her reverse but doesn't manage to lift it, so it's stopped by South Africa. And again Brown coming forward, great stick skills, but lovely tackle there from Daniela de Oliveira. Really end-to-end stuff now. Sloppy play from Kelly, and a chance for South Africa, a short corner one from Johnson. I think she was looking for her teammate Duval, but she'll take the corner. A bit more open play today than we saw yesterday in game 1 in the first quarter. We saw Ireland very much on the defence and when they could breaking forward, but the last few minutes have really been end to end. So South Africa with a chance now to open the scoring. They're going to go short side. Lardant scored from a corner yesterday. That's going to be a switch to Oliveira, and a really, really well worked corner. That's the opening goal for South Africa. 6 minutes in, and it's Oliveira with the goal. Lily Lloyd on the ball, but can't get that one out. A free for South Africa. Really well placed ball down the boards. Duval working the ball around, good spin, and she's nets home with 2 goals within a minute for South Africa. Really lovely spin from Duval, and then there's a lovely little flick on the reverse home. 2-0 to South Africa. South Africa just look a bit of a different unit tonight. They've come out with real intent. They won't have been happy to lose game 1 against Ireland. Currently ranked well ahead of Ireland in the FIH rankings. South Africa working the ball around. A good ball down the boards from Jamie Southgate, but no one there to collect. No Orla Fox tonight, the usual captain of Ireland. She's had a heavy few weeks. Went to Europe with Railway Union, where they had just 5 outfield players. Herself and Orla Patton both taking part in that. So managing their time, and that's really lovely skill from Ireland's number 14. Hannah Kelly, a sloppy tackle, but it's fired wide from Duval. She's been a live wire in both games, and she scores the second goal for South Africa. Ellen Curran making her first appearance tonight. She's in pivot, number 14, and that one just coming off. There's a little bit of a bump in the court here in Gormanstown. It's happened a couple of times over the past few days. So they're going to do a bully, I think. It should really just be pushed back to Ireland, you'd have to think. Usually the thing to do when Ireland were in possession, but we'll see what South Africa opt to do. They've looked to win it, really. Chloe Brown fighting as hard as she can, but 2 against 1. Robin Johnson doing well there, but Chloe Brown foraging forward. Forces that one into the foot, I thought, but Ireland have come out with the ball. Lovely pass to Patton, but well cut off from Van Tak. Good patience shown here from South Africa, just changing their formation. Going to House, and Ireland doing the same. That's the end of the first quarter. A very different affair from game 1. South Africa have come out with renewed energy, 2 goals for them, and Ireland have a bit of thinking to do going into quarter 2.
At the end of the first quarter, South Africa lead 2-0.
Second quarter underway. South Africa 2 in front. Ireland have had some chances, but South Africa furious in defence. They're looking to level this series, this 5-match series. Macken looking to win this ball from Van Tak, and it's going to be a bully. Other players have to be 3 yards away. Van Tak wins that one. Nice ball, but Cock can't control it. A good pass to Patton, but she can't control that one. And Macken swinging stick. That's a foul. She did win the ball, but you're not allowed to do that, so it was a free. Lardont to Southgate and back again. Up to Van Tak. Picked up by Graham. Spins out of trouble. Around to Chloe Brown. Patton, captain today. Quick pass to Graham. Just took a second longer there. Graham well weighted. Lily Lloyd skills around, but picked up from Nantak, and well one corner from Lily Lloyd. Just pulled it back onto the foot of Van Tak, and Ireland looking to get a goal back here. So dangerous in the circle, Lily Lloyd. Those really quick stick skills. You can't leave your foot unprotected. So she was brilliant with her flicks last night. Scored one straight and then was on the switch as well. Scored in the dying minute. And it will be her, and she sends one home again. So good, such a weapon for Ireland. Chloe Brown, 1.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Fourth quarter goal scored by number 7, Chloe Brown. Scored 2-1 South Africa.
Ireland have been better in terms of their return from their short corners over the course of the 2 days so far. A good ball down the boards, but forced through. That's really poor work from Tamlin Cock. Looking to force it through the flat stick of Chloe Brown. Does touch a South Africa stick on the way through. Simple pass to Macken, who sends a stray pass to the goalkeeper Millie Regan. But Chloe Brown does well. Ireland just looking a little bit flat at the moment, and Lily Lloyd looking to win it back, but Graham having to do the job instead. Now Ireland just need to get a little bit more height, I think, here. Macken looking to go high, but she's still staying quite flat. Good vision from Patton there as she picks out Lily Lloyd and eventually hits a South Africa foot. And we're going to see Sally Campbell come on the field. Really exciting young player as well. She's already making a lot of runs, but can't control that one. Just meeting the ball as it hit the board, really hard to control. Patton opting to push forward, a bit of a miscontrol. Not the greatest pass there from Duval. In fact, I think such a furious pace. And she's upended there, Chloe Brown, by Cock. And we've seen her take the ball on a lot more today than she did yesterday. Orla Patton moving forward, quick ball to her sister, but just doesn't manage to get any elevation on it. Duval defending it, and it's given us a long corner in the end. Again, the ball just sticking a little bit. Yeah, it's just a little bit sloppy from Orla Patton there. She got a little bit stuck. So easy one from South Africa, who are rolling the changes now. Intercept from Brown. He's looking for the free and gets it eventually. Patton playing quite deep in the pocket, and that's regulation for Lardant. Walters picks it up and over to Modakwe. Miscontrol from her again with Chloe Brown just forcing it a little bit. There was a lot of space in the centre, but she nicks it back. Really smart skills. Patton, long ball. This time she gets it right, and the touch from Lardant sends it for a long corner. Kelly now on with Brown in defence. It's the two Pattons and Campbell in the three up front. Ireland ball. Kelly looking to give a quick ball down to Patton, but it doesn't find its mark. Lardant again doing really good work on that right board. Modakwe. Back to a little bit more of what we were used to seeing yesterday. Some patient play from South Africa. And really good positioning from Lardant. Just gains it a few metres. Given as a free out. Campbell again miscontrols it. Kelly just getting stuck. Chloe Brown there ready to tidy it up. Forces it a little bit. Modakwe picks it up on the board. So Ireland defending again. Ellen Curran now working in left back, and that's given again as a free for forcing. It did come up off the stick of Chloe Brown, but you're not allowed to try and force it through the stick of a set player. You got lucky there, Kelly. Ellen Curran back on in the pivot role. Lily Lloyd up front with Orla Mackin. That's really not where you want to get the ball. Three players around her. Really good work from Lily Lloyd, but loses it and it hits a foot. So a little bit more afraid today, the play. Back and forth between Ireland and South Africa. South Africa still 1 goal in front. Ireland stepping up now, looking to win the ball. Walters. They play it through, really good call. Lovely pick up from Modakwe. Comes around the outside, but no one there to touch home. Such a dangerous player. So athletic, Modakwe. Duval as well, back on there. Probably, for me, the two most dangerous South African forwards. Chloe Brown pushing forward, wins the free through to Lily Lloyd, ends up on her reverse, but opts to pop it back out, and Duval just gets her foot in the way. Kelly to Curran, looks to make some headway down the left board. Really good defence from South Africa. Brown to Curran, and looks to force it through, but really good positioning from South Africa means they win it back easily. And this time to Modakwe, but Duval can't get on the end of it, and Chloe Brown, as she so often has, tidies up. Save from Regan, but eventually it's sent home by Walters. South Africa 3-1 up. Disappointment from Ireland, but you really do get made to pay if you try and force the ball through against this quality of opposition. Beautifully taken, Lily Lloyd snapshot, but saved by Serache. A swinging tackle from Curran, and that's not going to be allowed to happen too often. She'll have to be careful. O'Connor just looks forward any slight gap she's looking for. Lily Lloyd just doesn't control that one, and Kelly trying to do the tidying up to Oliveira, still in control. Pass it back out to O'Connor, to Duval, and that's going to bring about the end of the second quarter. End-to-end stuff, 1-1 in the quarter, but South Africa overall 3-1 up. You see South Africa are really out to level this series. Just renewed kind of level of pace and energy from them, so they're in the lead 3-1 and deserved to be so. Chloe Brown's been really impressive, but there have been a few problems with just forcing the play a little bit from Ireland. As we go into half time, we'll take a couple of minutes break and see you back here in a few minutes. Welcome back to Gormanstown for the second half of Ireland versus South Africa, Game 2 in the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. Ireland currently 3-1 down. South Africa looking ominous, but well won back from Macken. And the free given Ireland's way. South Africa looking to take a quick free. Graham to Patton. Plays it down the boards to Macken, but she put too much on that, so goes over the end line. And South Africa have scored 1 short corner today, 2 from open play. Ireland just the 1 goal, and that one from a short corner. Chloe Brown sent one home, much like she did yesterday. Macken upended there by South Africa's Daniela de Oliveira. Patton just takes too heavy a touch, but then again, so do South Africa. Macken just losing control. Sorry, Patton just losing control again there. Chloe Brown robs that one, sends it forward towards Macken, who has a snapshot chance now for Ireland, and Patton sends one home. Beautifully taken by Sarah Patton. She just came on, in fact. So Ireland get a goal back, currently 3-2 down in this second game, just minutes into this third quarter. O'Connor really well won from Macken, but loses the ball. De Oliveira to O'Connor. Again, De Oliveira, good control, pulls it back, and Macken gets a vital touch. Patton now to her sister. Lovely spin, but can't quite keep it, and onto the foot. Well won from Cock. So again, another bully. The team's getting used to having to fight bullies at the moment. No stick touch there as far as I could see. It was a very odd bully, but the referee's not seeing any problem there. Long ball forward, good run and snapshot, but just doesn't manage to get the chance away. De Oliveira. So Sally Campbell and Lily Lloyd making an early change. And Graham to Brown to Patton. Captain today, just getting herself into a little bit of trouble here, looking to take on 3 or 4 players. Lucky really that came off the glove of De Oliveira. Graham, Patton. Graham pushes it forward, but Campbell doesn't read the play and unfortunately doesn't pick it up. It was a good pass, well left from Chloe Brown. O'Connor, De Oliveira. Really lovely pass through to Duval. She's one-on-one with the goalkeeper, pulls it back, and I'm not sure how she didn't get a chance away there. Really good work from Emma Buckley now, goalkeeper for the second half. Just needs to fix her pads after rolling around the floor. Just having a little discussion about that bully that we just saw. No stick contact. Yes, South Africa just took the ball. I'm not sure why it wasn't blown again, but we'll see, I'm sure, another bully very soon. De Oliveira back to O'Connor. Campbell shuffling across. Really lovely ball through to Lardant, but Buckley does really well. She was in huge amounts of space there. Brown foraging forward, and Lily Lloyd just can't control it. What a chance. Really good counter-attack from Ireland. That's where they've had the most joy over the 2 days. Happy to let South Africa play with it at the back. It is tiring work though. As you can see, Sally Campbell shuffling across, staying low. Again, it's through. Lily Lloyd looking to work down the baseline, but didn't manage it. Lucky really that came back off Modokwe's foot. Patton to Graham. Look, Graham forces that one through. Chloe Brown also forcing. Walters wins it back. A lovely pass and a goal. You just cannot give them a sniff. Really well worked play from South Africa. De Oliveira, she's delighted with that. Really, really clinical play from South Africa. So 4-2. Frustrating really for Ireland. Chloe Brown thought she'd won a free. She stood up. They do save to play the whistle. That's definitely a free. And given as a corner, it was really poor defending from Modokway. Ended up actually hitting it with the back of her stick. It was for multiple infractions, I think, and it was upgraded by Tanya Schaefer to a short corner. I think we can all guess who's going to be taking the shot. Chloe Brown in the centre there. Orla Mackin would be the short option and Orla Patton would be the switch. In fact, goes to Orla Patton and she can't control it properly, so it's actually a free out. Really disappointing for Ireland. They've been really good with their corners in the past few days. So a chance goes a begging. Laura Down forcing that one through, but gets the free. Touch through from Modokway, but Graham now going forward. Really lovely skills, but just goes a little bit too far, and now South Africa on the hunt. To Oliveira, previous goal scorer, but can't get the shot away. Now Brown going forward. Good skills from her, takes a quick free and told to go back by Tanya Schaefer. Yeah, Mackin just coming in from behind there. So free given against her. Ireland back at the halfway line. O'Connor gives a nice ball forward to Lardon. She's going to take the whole baseline and it hits the foot of Graham. But given as a long corner, I think it must have been outside the circle. To Oliveira. Modokway to O'Connor. Good ball speed here from the South Africans. Off the board, and Walters, quick free forward. It does pop up a little bit from Brown, but umpire Liz Clifford lets the play go on. Brown just looking to find a gap. South Africa backing off. South Africa winning the ball back. And Patton foraging forward, but a diving tackle, and that's a short corner. D'Oliveira had to do it, she felt. She went to the knee. And for any of you who maybe haven't watched too much indoor hockey, you're only allowed 3 points of contact on the ground. So once D'Oliveira went to the knee, there was an immediate short corner. So really beautiful work from Orla Patton there. Got the afterburners on. I think we'll probably go back to seeing a flick from Chloe Brown. Nicely run down from Modokway. She's giving the game away as she hops around. Definitely took that one on the foot. It's the job of the first runner, unfortunately. Chloe Brown just moving the ball a little bit to the right to try and get around the goalkeeper, so first runner has to run the line of the ball. I'm going to go again. Flicks straight away and it's onto the arm of Modokway. So given as a free out by Schaefer. Caught her too high. I think it has to be knee or lower when the player is within 3 yards. So Brian just opting to go too high. O'Connor. Duval free on the left board, but O'Connor changing the play, just changing the positions. Lardant moves forward. Walters. O'Connor. Southgate. Duval pops it back out. They're just making the Irish do a lot of running. They're waiting for that one run that's not made. Graham, though, wins the ball back. Smart play from South Africa. It's going to be difficult for Ireland if they have to do that much running for the remainder of the game. Coming in on the last minute of the third quarter. And Kelly immediately gets into trouble. Chance from Duval, but she can't link up with Southgate. Lardant surges forward and South Africa back in possession. Lovely play from Michaela Power. Good skills coming forward, but always going on to the open side of the South Africans. Walters forces it and only can find Kelly. Back out to Brown. Curran. Just a poorly directed pass from Chloe Brown, and now Walters coming forward takes the foot of Kelly as she looks to get the ball across field. O'Connor is having a really good game, finding any South African on show. Another really good ball, but just came off the board a little bit strangely there. So end of the third quarter. My goodness, breathless stuff. End to end. South Africa 4-2 in front. Ireland have had a few chances to try and bring that back to level, but just haven't managed it yet. Goal scorers for South Africa, De Oliveira and Duval, within 1 minute of each other in the first quarter. Walters in quarter two and De Oliveira in the third quarter, while Ireland's Brown and Patton have been the goal scorers. This is game 2 of the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. Ireland are 1-0 up in the series, but South Africa looking to even the score. So quarter 4 here between Ireland and South Africa in the SPAR Indoor International Series, and Lily Lloyd looking to force it through. Kelly comes to her aid. Lloyd around the outside, gets it through the goalkeeper, and a chance for Patton, and she does. She sends it home straight away. 27 seconds into the final quarter, and Ireland have a goal back. Sarah Patton with her second for the night. She just, through pure force of will, pushed that one home. Lily Lloyd showing why she's so valuable to this Ireland team with those stick skills. So South Africa, just the solitary goal in front. They've had most of the play as it was last night, but it's about how many times you can get the ball into the goal. Forward to Duval. Sometimes guilty, South Africa, of getting a little bit flat. Patton losing that one. Really lovely skills from Southgate, and it's 3v3. Good smart save from Buckley. Both goalkeepers for Ireland have been supremely impressive over the last 2 nights. Southgate to Lardant, sends it forward. A little flick. Van Tak tries to find Johnson. Patton goes into the flat stick, but it's judged to be okay. Looks forward to Lloyd, spins back out of trouble. And now Brown looking to come around the outside. Sent across, but a really smart save from the South African keeper. Charlize Swanepoel. She's come on in the last quarter for South Africa. Chloe Brown looking for the ball from Kelly. Patton just not able to control it, loses it. Good ball forward for Van Tak, who just doesn't find the goal. Missed it by a good metre or so. But Orla Patton just looking a little bit ragged at this stage. She comes off. We're going to see Ellen Curran. Forced again from Kelly. She's lucky that found the foot of Van de Waal. Lloyd. Brown, what a run, and just flicks that one forward. Just did not get all of that, Chloe Brown. Beautiful run and so nicely found there. Macken now on for the goal scorer, Patton. Lily Lloyd. Good idea from Kelly, but it was read by Lardant. Southgate to Van Tak. Ireland being told to step by coach Rob Abbott, but Ireland reticent to do it. It's a free in for South Africa. An earlier foot from Kelly. Space for Lardant, and there are two people lining up. Kelly out of the goal, so it's an open shot really. That's surely a free out. Macken not able to get that one past, and it would have been very unlucky for Ireland had that gone through for another chances. That shot from de Waal, she didn't get it off the ground, so has to be counted as forcing. Curran. Kelly, good smart pass down to Lily Lloyd in the corner. Looks to find some space where there isn't really any. Has to pass it back out. But South Africa making things difficult. Orla Macken now out to Brown. Curran to Kelly. And she's just looking to pass it outside de Waal there, but doesn't quite get the angle. So South Africa back in possession. Van Tak now with Johnson, who's probably been the best distributor for South Africa so far. Doesn't get it right that time, but is not made to pay. So South Africa 4-3 in front. And smart pass from Walters, but Macken wins it, and again Walters wins it back. And Chloe Brown just goes to ground. Nasty one. I think she'll be okay, but just caught her in the throat. Always a nasty one when you first feel it, but she'll be alright. Indoor ball, not too heavy, so lovely round of applause from the crowd here. Appreciating she's played almost every minute of this game tonight. Graham in trouble. Brown calls for it back. And Ireland just not really on the same wavelength here. Curran didn't realise that ball was going to be played forward to her. Johnson. She's being forced into the corner, and actually Ireland have to offer her a way out. They've won it back. Michaela Power there. Macken, good strength. It really can be very difficult when you get stuck up in the corners with no pace on the ball, nowhere to go. Lovely ball forward, but just under the feet of the South African players coming forward. Johnson and Walters not able to get on the end of it. It's just over 4 minutes left for Ireland. Nice little touch forward, and that's a really poor tackle from Van Tak, and she's going to regret that because it's a short corner for Ireland. A really good decision, I think. from Tanya Schaefer. Poor stick fell from behind. And a good corner one for Ireland. So this is another chance now. Can they draw level? Sally Campbell also on the field, or the court I should say. She's on the switch. Clary Brown on the straight flick. And Campbell has a really good flick as well, so we might see her. Good save from South Africa. Charlie Swanepoel stood tall. Ball through to Macken, she spins well, sent forward, but it's off the foot, I thought, of South Africa. Sally Campbell manages to win that one. Looks to put it across goal, but well dealt with. That's going to be a free against Orla Macken for too many points of contact. South Africa will try and take as much pace out of this game as they can, I think. Probably not the greatest option to send it forward there. Great tackle from Van Tak, but it's going to be a card. I thought it was a good tackle, but Tanya Schaefer not happy with it. She's getting a green, so that'll be almost the entire remainder of the match, and it's a short corner as well, so really costly few minutes from Van Tak there, and Ireland get another chance. It wasn't a good sound, but I thought she got a good bit of the ball. 2 hands on the stick might have been the problem. Graham goes to the top, not trapped properly from Macken. Graham looks to force it through, and that's going to be a corner or a card as well, I'm afraid. So both teams down to 4 players, as you so often see. Ireland looking to win the ball back. They know they need a goal, but it's going to open things up for South Africa. O'Connor, Campbell just watchful. Brown to Oliveira. Johnson playing smart hockey now. Tries to force it through. Macken just can't control it. One back by Walters. She takes it down the right. Wins a good free. And the seconds just counting down now. Johnson, crossfield, and in the goal. What a goal from Walters. Inch perfect. And a despairing dive from Buckley. But Walters, it's one you see them practice so often in training. That little deflection. She was in the perfect spot, and now Ireland in trouble. 5-3 down, and only 1 minute left. South Africa back to 5, and Ireland as well. Leaves it through, but really just goes straight to the South African defender, de Oliveira. Southgate now on the ball, and expect to see South Africa take as much out of this as they can. Brown wins it back on the left board, but can't get through. Walters finds Johnson. Ireland's goalkeeper off. They're up to 6 outfielders. Really needs to pass this ball. Across goal, but just can't get the angle on it there. Ellen Curran. Another long corner for Ireland. Graham to Patton to Brown, and again just 15 seconds left. They'll just try and get 1 goal back at least here, Ireland. Nice pass, but Patton not ready for it. Just ushers that one out, Ireland. And unfortunately it's going to be 1-1. Unfortunate for Ireland, but South Africa deserved winners here tonight. 5-3 they came out. There were 2 goals for Walters. De Oliveira also scored 2, and Duval with a lovely team move. Brown with 1 goal tonight, and Sarah Patton 2 goals from open play. So it's 5-3 at the end, and it's 1-1 to Ireland and South Africa in the SPAR Indoor Hockey Series. So game 3 tomorrow will take place a little bit earlier at 6 p.m. and then the remainder, game 4 and 5 at 7 p.m. That's it for me as well, Joyce, for now. I'll see you again tomorrow night. We'll be joined by a co-commentator, so look forward to that, and look forward to calling you through game 3. But for me, from now, it's good evening and good night.